Hi and welcome to Virtual Co-working Space. My name is Michelle Dale. I'm the founder of Virtual Miss Friday, the creator of OneSourcing and the architect behind Virtual Co-working Space. And inside this video, I'm going to walk you through our virtual co-working spaces, which is the kind of main venues that we have for our plans. Now, if you're on the networker plan, this is your space that you're going to have access to. And shortly, we're going to be looking at the other space, which is available for our co-workers. Now, if you're on the co-worker plan, you will have access to everything, including all the networking spaces and many other privileges. So right now we're going to start with our networking space and then we're going to move on to our co-worker space. Okay, so when you land and you commute, you'll land inside this area. Now, on every single space, there are these little circles, and when you come inside these circles, you'll be able to sit and click on them and you will see your picture inside there once you've joined the space. Okay? If you want to ever change your picture or update the profile inside the co-working space, you can simply come in to the top left-hand corner, click on the little person icon, and then you'll be able to update yourself from there. Okay, then there are two main venues for this area. So if I click on to the venue, it will take you to the venue for, this is kind of where we get together and we hold events and things like that. There's an event upcoming in here very soon. So that's why it's kind of looking like this, but this area changes. Now, if I want to go back to the main dashboard, I simply come down here, click on all rooms, and then I can click on the virtual networking space and just simply go back to the original area, okay? Then I can come here and I can click on my co-course. So if you see the black circle with the little arrow, just know that that's another space that you can access and attend. There is also videos that you can play inside these areas. There's chats, so you can have links to different areas on the chats. And again, you've got these little spaces you can sit in. Right now, I'm going to go back to our main space. And the final thing that I want to show you that's inside this area is the personal organizer. So there is a separate video about the personal organizer, which you can check out and look at. But this is the personal organizer, and this is a really good place to kind of plan out what you're going to be doing in virtual co-working space and to kind of see what's coming up in the schedule. But if you want to know more details about the organizer and what it can do for you, then check out that video separately. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you, and if we go back to the main area and back to the main space, you will see here, once we click on these circle icons, this isn't just a little circle with a picture. If I come down to the bottom of the screen, you will see here that there is a mic and a circle cam. You can change your view and have it looking differently. So you can switch from dynamic mode to presentation mode. So you're able to pop out the chat and move it around. I'm just going to go back to presentation mode on this. So I have my chat box on the right hand side here. And then we also can access our all rooms button, which I've already shown you. Now, one of the cool things about accessing virtual co-working space is that when we get together in these spaces, either live or, like doing sessions or webinars or group hangouts, you can access a mic and a camera. So all you need to do is click on circle cam, and then, hi, this is me. This is my circle cam, and I can actually come in here and put my circle cam on. I can present in the circle cam and talk to other people. So if you want to have an interactive meeting inside virtual co-working space with some of the members, you can come in here and just put the camera on like this. And also don't forget as well, if you click the mic, it goes green. That means you're on and people can hear you. And also you'll see a blue speech bubble at the top just to make sure that your mic is working, so you know it's working. And if I click off the mic, it will go red, which means it's off. And if I click on the circle cam, it'll go red, which means it's off, and my picture comes back again. Okay, so also on the top right hand corner, you will see the clock, which is the local time of the virtual co-working space. So right now it says 1:20 p.m., which means 1:20 in the afternoon, my time here in Egypt. Now, this is the networking space, so this is your access that you have as a networker, but now I'm going to take you through and show you what your access will look like as a co-worker. So if I want to navigate to my co-working space from here, I can simply go to the personal organizer and I can click commute. This will then take me back to the members area. I'll just go on access for co-workers because that's the space that I want to access. Click on commute, and then I'll go there directly. So now we're inside here in the virtual co-working space co-worker area. So this is the access all areas space, and you obviously can see the personal organizer in here, so if you want to get back to that you can do, and you can also navigate back to the space that we were just in by clicking on this button here. Now all of these other rooms here on the left hand side take you to the different areas. So if, for example, you're checking out your personal organizer and you see that book club is coming up in the book nook and it's inside the book nook, you will simply come into this space and then click on book nook in the little circle, and then when you do that it will navigate to the book nook room. So in this case we simply click on one of our little circles and then we can join the space. Now I want to show you something really important inside these spaces. Normally we'll have like circles up here, not in every room but in some of the rooms, for people to be able to present. So usually it's best if you're not a presenter or there's nothing that you specifically want to share, then do just kind of sit in the other circles which are around, more of the audience style circles. And if you do want to share anything or you have a question that you want to ask in a live session, you can come in here and click on the circle which says share or ask a question or anything like that. Now if you want to navigate back out, you can climb in here and click all rooms at the bottom like we did on the other one, and you can navigate to any room from here. The alternative is you can click on the exit circle and that will take you back to the main dashboard of the space. So if you want to get back to any other area, you can do that directly from here. So what I'm going to do now is just walk you through quickly and briefly each of the rooms inside this space. So inside our morning mindset room, this is where we get together for 5 of the live sessions, and I do this every single morning. And what we do is our daily accountability in here, which is a really non-negotiable practice for success. We always have our little chat box. So as you can see here, this is from the morning session that we've just done, and we had a couple of people in the room there. I present in this area live, and then there is always the replays featured in the video on the coffee table. If I click on all rooms, I'll then take you to the next room, which is our Success Hub. So our Success Hub is where we tend to do all the rather formal training and coaching. So if we're doing anything that has, like for example, a sandbox where we're doing live interactive training, or it has a lead in, or I want to share any specific training with you, I will sometimes put a video up here. We've just recently done a sandbox which was about how to create organic explosion inside a Facebook group. So I kind of left that video up here to introduce people to the topic if they're coming in later. Again, we have a chat box here which you can use, and we have all the facilities in here which you can normally use. And if you want to ask a question inside the training, you can always come and do the ask a question button down here. Then we go into our networking. So this is where we're going to be featuring primarily our co-sparks, and this is the area that I'm really dedicating to a place where if you want to be hiring virtual assistants or seeing about who we've got who's really open for business and looking for clients right now, then this is the room to do it inside. We'll also be hosting regular events in here to invite people to coming in for hiring virtual assistants. So there is, as you can see here, a video kind of section. If you come in here, you'll be able to click on the co-sparks for different members. So we would really love for you to be able to do a co-spark, so you can come in here and we can learn a little bit more about you. So as you can see here, if I want to watch Susan's co-spark and learn more about Susan and what she does, I can simply click on Susan Ray and then I can watch Susan's video. Susan's lovely, by the way, and the nice thing is that when I'm able to come in here and watch these, I really get to know people, and I really get to know who I can recommend and who I think would be a good fit for all of the people that I get asking me, who can I hire as a virtual assistant? Where can I find a good virtual assistant? What would be a good fit for me? This networking room is my go-to for that. Okay, let's go back into all rooms and then click on home office. So home office, I like to think of this area as somewhere I can come and just kind of hang out in the space. Now, sometimes if I'm working, but I'm actually kind of busy with stuff, I'll come inside the home office. So if you happen to see me in here, just know that I'm working. But if you have a question or you've got something really urgent that you want to talk about, or you're really stuck with something, do feel free to leave me a chat message and I'd be happy to help you inside this space. I also have put a playlist of my cheesy music in there, which I'll change periodically for you. Okay, let's go back here and we're into the Nomad Cafe now. So this is definitely a space if you want to talk about travel, working remotely. We do obviously sessions in here. We've got some chat left over from one of our previous sessions. So you can come in here and hang out in the Nomad Cafe as well, but it's just like a really cool hangout space. And again, we have our cocktail bar, which is another really cool hangout space. And we do sessions in here, which we call weekend wind down sessions. We can talk about cocktails if you like. I have another business which is very heavily focused on cocktails because I particularly like them, but also we can just kind of hang out and use it as a general space to collaborate and connect, and you can too. Then we have our wellness spa. So this is a place where I do sessions which are really, this is my passion, to be honest with you, really linked to the well-being of virtual assistants. This job actually can be quite detrimental for your health because it requires a lot of long sitting down. Virtual assistants, unless they're super active and super healthy and that way inclined, tend to find that once they've been doing it a few years, they might be gaining a few pounds because it's very much a sit-down job. There's not much activity happening physically, and not only that, we also get various other ailments. You know, we have things like screen headaches, and just I want to take care of you in here. This is the general well-being area, and this is an area that I'm really passionate about. Then we have our book nook, which we've just been inside, so I won't show you that again. And then finally we have our Sky Sanctuary. So the Sky Sanctuary is really a place where I'm able to connect with you on a more spiritual level. I have been doing tarot card readings and oracle card readings since I was about 16 years old, which was a very long time ago. So I have some experience in this area, and I've used it a lot for business and for general guidance and for decision making and for kind of exploring what actions to take in my business. So we do readings, tarot readings inside this area, and oracle card readings. If you want to ask me a question, I can also do direct specific readings for you in this area as well. So do join these sessions because they can be quite informative, and the feedback that we've had from a lot of people is that they really do resonate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back to the primary co-working space and let you know that if you have any questions or you need any help with anything, then please don't hesitate to contact us on support@virtualmissfriday.com, or alternatively in the community area there's a chat button on the bottom right hand corner of the screen where you can leave a message. Thank you so much for being a member of Virtual Co-working Space. I absolutely cannot wait to connect with you inside the space and really help you grow your business.